Brant just mentioned that no catches so far this season, but how important the tight end position is to the running game in this offense. Can you kind of talk to us about that and how a lot of your job is blocking and for people who just look at a box score and don't see y'all popping up, kind of how important the tight end is?
Yeah, it's important. Just important as our O line is. Every block's important, but especially ours because there's certain times when we gotta block out for nickels or we gotta block DNs, and that's something difficult to even manage. You gotta block. I heard something to be a tight end. You gotta block 4-star, 5-star, DBs, and you gotta block 5-star DNs, and so it's pretty difficult and hard to manage, but it's super important to be able to do and perfect. So this year, lately, our run game blocks have been really well and really important.
Have you seen that increase more this year, like y'all's duty as blockers?
Pretty much, it's increased a lot. It's been expected. It's expected last year, but I think it has increased this year in our games a lot more, and I'm looking forward to doing it more in the next games too.
Coach Spav said y'all took the bye week to really try to self-reflect on the team. What are some of the things that y'all have been focusing on?
Just play our game. Things happen, and cannot let that feed into the next game and into the season. We still got 8 games. We still got a chance to go for a bowl game and get some wins, and really just looking at the mental aspect of football, because we got all the skills and the physicality. It's just past couple games, it was a couple mental errors. So that's what we're really focusing on and making sure that does not go on to the next games and that we capitalize on our mistakes.
They were talking about how you were banged up a little bit. How are you feeling? Are you healthy? And what was the injury?
I'm good, yeah. I tore my MCL and partially tore my ACL last year and didn't get any surgery, just rehab through it. And so I've been pretty good. I went through it through spring and summer, and I'm doing pretty good this season.
You talked about the morale of the team and kind of how everyone is in the locker room after the bye week. Do you feel like that you said it yourself, there's 8 games left? Is that kind of mentality for the rest of the guys too?
Yeah, Coach Spav addressed that. My position room addressed that the morale is that we can't let things seep in. We can't hang our heads. One thing I've heard, it's okay to get knocked down. It's a sin to stay down. And that goes for us on our mental aspect too. And so that will help us go a long way in these next 8 games.
Jackson, you guys are going up against South Alabama in the Swarm D. What have the coaches kind of told you about what to expect against them?
Same as last year. They're pretty good defense, pretty good pass rushers. They're pretty quick. That's one thing. They got some big D linemen too. Other than that, it's about the same as last year.
And this is historically been kind of a pretty competitive series between the two sides. It's usually a pretty close game. Why do you feel like that is with South Alabama?
I don't know. I feel like every game's been pretty close, but it has been. Now that you mentioned it, has been against South Alabama. I have no reason why, but I feel like every game is a rival game. Take it personally every time.
Brent mentioned you played basketball. Can you still play? Can you dunk, or what's your game like?
I've gained like 40 pounds. I've not tried to jump in the last 2 years, especially because I tore my knee. That was my jumping leg, but I could try. I might tear something else if I did, but I could still play. Yeah, for sure.
Safe to say, if you score a touchdown, you're not dunking it on the crossbar.
I would not do that, just because I don't want to embarrass myself. I might not get up.